Hey, hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Stream. Today we are taking a look at Loopseque 8. Oh yes. So Loopseque has been out a long time and it's just had this new update to celebrate its anniversary. Now the original Loopseque was only half of this. You had four loops that you could play with, but now you have 8 on 2 separate decks, which is very cool. Now hopefully, if you're not familiar with Loopseque, I think you'll find it very entertaining. You can do some very cool stuff. And once you get your head around how the interface works, you'll find it really easy and enjoyable and a lot of fun. So the kind of thing you can do is I'll just play a bit and I'll have a mess around and I'll sort of skip around the interface so you can see what's going on. So you see over this side now, I have moved the loops up to be, all of these will be empty. So I'm going to take you through basically how you can set up a loop to do exactly what you like. Now, along the outside here, we'll put some sounds in first. So you can tap on the middle here and it will take you to the sample editor. Now you can import your own sounds via, copy from the clipboard or use iTunes. I don't know many people use iTunes these days, do they? So maybe they'll implement the iOS, file sharing thing, or maybe it's already there. I'm not sure. But anyway, it comes with tons of stuff. So factory library, you can choose from bass drum. So if we choose from the bass drum category here, you see that this highlighted thing here, you can have 4 samples per loop grid, 4 different samples per loop grid, and you can control the pitch, the volume, so you can mix between each one. It has effects, etc. So on this first outer edge ring, we've applied this bass drum. Okay, so if we go back now to our thing and we do this, you will see that particular sound is in there, right? Let's go back again. Let's choose bass drum again. Let's try another one. So we can just change that on the fly. Okay, and let's turn the volume up a bit. Okay, now let's choose this second one here. Go to, say, percussion, and let's put the percussion in there as well. So let's try this one now. Now, these will probably have stuff assigned to them. But again, you can just go in and change it. So this, where it says normal, this is the speed. So this is now rotating at 109 BPM as kind of normal. Okay, so we can increase this. Go back to normal, or we can slow it down. Let's leave it on normal. Now, if you long hold one, you will see it will turn into a little dot. And what that means is it'll only play on every other rotation. Okay. So if we go into our effects section here, we have repeater, we have delay. You can see there's. We can just turn it off. We could go into our reverb, switch it on. There's the amount. Our damping that is, sorry. On our other various things we can do different filter types. Here is our filter. And the repeater, and different repeater shapes. Okay, so when you've set up your your loop the way you want it to play, then you can do the same for the other ones as well. Now you can bring them in just by moving them around like this. Well, you can open up this big grid view and you'll see the ones that are empty. You can do it like this. Or you could download another session to A. Then we could start to add to this one. And then we could switch that on. And then once we're happy with what we've got going in one section, don't forget this is our wave sample control page where we can trim the sample that's playing. Nothing triggering in that one. And then we have our envelope for our sample, attack, decay, sustain and release. Then we also have our filter, depending on what's in there. Pitch. Very cool. In our effects section here, we have an EQ, compressor and a limiter. The limiter's off at the moment, but you can turn it on and then you can and then what you can do is you can then fade between the two decks. you can switch one engine off and leave the other one running. Now I want to show you something else as well. You see that there's a gap here. Okay, if we hit slicer, now tapping that down there switches the loops on and off. Panorama is where it is in your head, in stereo. Velocity again, that is also. Switch a few more on so you can. It's very slow, so let's speed it up. Modulation. And that can be controlled by our effect section. So there you go, guys. Loopseque 8, which is marvelous. I mean, you can get really lost in this, and manipulate all sorts of cool stuff, and modulation the pitch just by touching on the screen to access that, or you can go through the actual different assignable patterns. You can obviously, as you saw, you can just make your own. You can import from a couple of projects. I'm not sure if there's going to be any more added. I honestly don't know. To be honest with you, this is the test flight version, the beta version, because they were having trouble. Apple were having trouble again generating code, so they sent me this. So but I think it's the latest build anyway. So, and it all works. So it must be. Yeah. So like I said, you've got your factory library with tons of stuff in it anyway. But you can import stuff from iTunes file sharing, they told me, and also copy and paste works as well. So if you want to copy and paste, you just basically hold on one of the sample areas there, and then you could just paste in whatever's on your clipboard sort of thing. Anyway, listen, guys, I'm going to go. I'll put links in for Loopseque 8. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a Patreon. And don't forget that also along the top of everything here, you can edit the start and end points of your any of the samples that have been used. You can do the actual envelope, the filtering, the filter envelope, the modulation 1 here, and modulation 2 as well. So yeah, there's a lot to do. There's a lot going on, and a lot you can manipulate with Loopseque 8. Listen, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Ta-ra.